you looking for this? Said beer.
Oh, hi. Hello. How's it going today?
That didn't work.
Oh, what didn't work?
I
It's
thought
great. That was perfect.
you completely ignored me.
What? That was perfect.
It wasn't perfect.
Yeah, it was great.
No, because I went, "Are you looking for this?" And then you just like
That's why it worked
went
out
into total
perfect.
robot mode.
That's why, no, it was panned out because I was just doing the thing. So that was perfect. I think that panned out great.
Well,
I
I'm
think
glad
that
it
panned
did
out
for
great.
you.
We're going to have to watch it on the rewind, but it felt like it panned out perfect.
Okay, can we redo it? And then when
Okay.
I say, "Are you looking for this?"
You-
acknowledge my
Okay,
existence.
okay. We'll try it
Okay?
again. We'll try it again.
Okay, acknowledge
I
my
was
existence.
just doing this.
I know, but acknowledge my existence.
Okay. Let me try it again.
I know most people don't do that. Okay.
Okay, we'll try it again.
Take two.
We'll try it again.
Are you looking for this?
Oh, hey!
That's better.
That's what I was looking
There
for.
we go.
Oh, okay. That's what I was looking for. Nice. I was just confused. I wasn't sure what I was looking for there. That one was good. That was
better.
Okay. The first one I just kept going because I wasn't sure how to do it, but then that one panned out better.
Well,
It was better to come out of when
that's
the
what
hand
you
off.
told me you wanted
I
to
know,
do,
but
and
I
then
wasn't
you bailed
sure.
on your own idea.
I wasn't sure on whether to keep it going one more time or just commit to it right away.
No.
So I did like the one more turn. That worked out good. Worked out good.
That did.
That was perfect.
That did.
That was perfect. Well, I'm gonna drop that and cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to the bar today.
Welcome to the bar.
I'm just also gonna take this thing off because it's a little bit tight. I must say this shirt doesn't fit me as good as it used to. I don't know if it's the snacks, the Christmas chocolates, whatever it is. I think it's usually Halloween that kind of makes shirts fit a little bit tighter. I'm not.
Well,
gonna
that's
lie.
when it starts, I think.
Fair.
It starts with Halloween.
That's
and then you kind of just realize that there's no point in getting back on track in November because you're going to fuck yourself in December anyway.
It's true. It's very true.
So
yeah,
you're just like, well, whatevs.
Absolutely. You're definitely right.
You know,
You're
I
definitely
think
right.
like as far as my Christmas snacking goes, I think I'm okay.
Fair.
I think I need to exercise because I have gotten lazy as fuck.
Oh, your exercise routines haven't been as great as they should be.
That's right.
Interesting. Okay. But I think we are all set this year for the
Christmas
festivities and jamborees that are going to be happening.
We're slowly making it through Mercury retrograde.
Yes, which has been causing technological glitches again.
All kinds of glitches. All kinds of
Glitches.
But a lot of technological glitches.
Yeah, that's true. That's
a lot
true.
of those.
Mhm.
Which is... Okay, so, like... The one thing I understand and, like, that makes sense to me with this Mercury retrograde stuff is... Mercury is a very fast-moving planet.
Okay.
Because it's so small.
Right.
As far as planets go.
Sure.
It's the closest to the sun, right? So it goes at a faster pace than all of the other planets do.
Yes.
And it's the planet of communication.
Mm-hmm.
So because it's kind of like going backwards and spinning so fast, I think that's why it fucks up technology. Because it's like magnetic.
It sends its waves and its pulls, and then it throws it towards the Earth, and then it gets all messed up. It gets all messed up and stuff, right? Well, I think
my theory.
I also think that like technology wants to move fast, but a lot of times like we're trying to catch up to technology, trying to record things quicker or move quickly, and as people we're often really slow. So the technology tries to make us quicker, but we can't keep up, and then it just glitches because like a lot of times as humans, we're just kind of slow, lanky creatures for the most part. And I was just telling you that earlier, how like technology and a lot of things has made us speed up and stuff, but like as people, we're just pretty slow. Like, we're not the fastest moving kind of
Yeah.
people, right? And I think oftentimes this technology stuff makes us think that we need to do things faster, but at the same pace, it's like we can't because we're just people and you can only do things as quickly or slowly as physically possible, right? So a lot of times it kind of throws you for that loop, you know what I
It
mean?
does. Yeah.
But yeah, I've been having a great lead up to Christmas this year,
Me too.
and I feel like it's going to be a good one.
I think for the first time in my life that I can remember, I'm sure I was like this as a child, but
Yeah.
for the first time in my life, I actually feel festive.
Nice. Yes,
Yeah.
me too. I feel
I
festive.
and like I don't have a Christmas sweater.
I know
Don't
this.
have a
I'm
Christmas
aware
sweater,
of your non-Christmas
and
sweaterness,
it's making me sad.
but it's okay because it leaves room for a Christmas sweater to enter your life at the right time.
Oh my God, what is
So,
it? Christmas gift?
I don't know, maybe, maybe not. I'm not going to say yay or nay on a Christmas sweater coming your way, but it could be a possibility. So, I know
If you
that
happen
you.
to find me a dinosaur Christmas sweater, I will cry.
Oh,
I
okay,
will
okay.
cry.
Fair, fair, fair. Nice.
Because something that everyone has been saying to me for the last 2 Christmases, where is your dinosaur Christmas sweater? Because I am the Dino Queen.
You are the Dino Queen, and you don't even have a dinosaur Christmas
I
sweater,
know,
so
I'm a
that's
bad
interesting.
human. I
That's
have Christmas
interesting.
earrings,
Fair, fair, fair.
but I only have 2 pairs. And it's because I'm slow to warming up, speaking of slowness, to Christmas. Because Christmas can be difficult for some people.
Yeah, and I think to me, taking Christmas slowly makes it more enjoyable. Not
Yeah.
plowing through it like here goes Christmas and there comes Christmas
It's
and
not like ripping off a band-aid.
no, I think to me, Christmas is not only getting things, but it's appreciating the things that you have and appreciating just kind of like, calmness in a weird, chaotic way. Because Christmas is very chaotic and it's out of routines and it's a lot of chaotic planning and things fall through and things pan out. But I think it really, for me personally, it makes me appreciate the calmness of just being happy in simple moments. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Whatever that means to you. If you're the type of person that goes to church a lot, that's the calmness of being with your friends in a church group in that environment. That could be something that's calming to someone, and it's just appreciating things like that, right?
Yeah.
So everybody appreciates it in a different way, but I see it as that, more of a calming time, a time to just be joyful with whatever makes you
Well,
joyful.
everything kind of stops at Christmas.
Yeah, it's like let's take a break from everything and enjoy some stuff. It's like that's what it really is, and that's what it should be, right? Taking a break to just enjoy some stuff, like whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
People are still so guilty of not.
And moving too
Myself
fast
included.
again, moving too fast
Yeah.
again. Instead of just being in the moment and enjoying stuff, you're maybe planning too much or something. I don't know. Like, I think Christmas is just supposed to remind you to keep it chill and just be calm and chill and enjoy whatever you got going on. I think that's the way I do it. That's the way I love and live through Christmas anyways. I'm like, here we are. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful time and let's enjoy, all the blessings that
I
are here.
think I'm learning to embrace, like I had said at some point to you, like just embrace the things that I really enjoy about Christmas and leave it at that. Not
Yeah.
try. 'Cause
Yeah.
I used to try and understand what other people saw in Christmas
Fair,
because
fair,
I
fair.
couldn't get it.
Yeah, okay.
Because to me, it was just always like I had good moments, but I just for years it was awful to deal with.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, what does this person get out of Christmas?
Exactly.
But it never, because oftentimes people say, oh, I like spending time with my family.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I didn't, when I, like starting from like 13 on, I didn't really have a family Christmas.
Yeah, you
I
were
didn't
kind
have
of
a
like
family like that.
yeah, exactly. So you were more of just like,
So
man, like it's
that'll-
not the best memories.
No, and that always made me feel more depressed.
Not the best memories.
Like,
sometimes.
oh well, fuck. Now I really can't enjoy Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like this year, I've been focusing on like lights. I love lights. I love colored lights. I love all different kinds of lights.
Mm-hmm.
Plain lights, doesn't matter.
Totally.
I love sparkles.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is covered in glitter at Christmas time.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Beautiful. Yeah,
Absolutely amazing.
Totally.
I love good food.
Yeah, snacky snacks.
Snacky snacks.
Gingerbread
I'm
snacky
not
snacks.
much of a baker.
Gingerbread snacky snacks.
Snacky snacks.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I love good alcohol.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to appreciate
Yep.
around the festive time of year. If you can enjoy it at your own responsible ways, then it's perfect and it's amazing.
Exactly.
But I think that is some great things to look forward to and appreciate that you've found in your Christmas life. Fluff. I love fluff.
I love fluff.
Christmas, it's for fluffy blankets,
I love fluff.
warm coziness,
Which I also love.
too much hot chocolate, and just, I don't know. That's the way I love living Christmas anyways.
Speaking of hot chocolate, we discovered a delicious hot chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
drink.
We should talk about the different hot chocolates that we became aware of.
Okay, so
You go with yours first.
our friend Jackie.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jackie. Ironically, her name is Jack. She's called Jack often,
There you go.
or Jack Attack from me.
Well, there you go.
So it's
a cool
kind of-
nickname.
It's kind of fitting that this happened. So she gave us like little gatherings of things. So it was a pack of hot chocolate with two different. Well, for me, it had two different tea bags, and then like a little candy cane stir stick, sort of.
Yeah,
Vibe.
for sure.
So mine was a white hot chocolate. If you've never had this combination before, do it. I've had this combination before,
Yeah.
and Jackie just happened to remember that I said it was bomb.
Oh.
White hot chocolate, an Earl Grey tea bag, and either a cranberry or raspberry works too. Tea bag.
Oh, yeah.
Some red berry.
A red berry of
red
sorts
berry.
to mix with the white hot chocolate.
Yeah, if you leave it at that, it tastes like Fruit Loops, like the milk.
It was really good.
Yeah, the milk.
It was
and Fruit
really
Loops,
good.
That's what it tastes like.
Yeah, totally.
But we upped it.
We
a notch.
obviously kicked it up a level because that's just what we do.
That's what we do, and we added the new delicious Jack,
Which we sampled last time.
Which we
sampled last time, and that was delicious.
Oh
So we added that
God.
to these hot chocolates, and we were just sitting there like, this is the best hot
It was
chocolate of my life.
orgasmic.
It was the best hot chocolate ever.
If like the only thing that would have made it better would have been like if we had whipped cream or some shit.
Oh, that would have made a good little whipped cream on there.
Yeah, with like some sort of.
Yeah.
The candy cane that I had was, I want to say some type of fruity something.
Okay.
It was red.
Okay, and that one was yours.
Uh-huh.
So mine was regular hot chocolate, so not white hot chocolate.
Yours was s'mores hot chocolate.
Well, okay, yeah, that's s'mores. S'mores hot chocolate is different than regular hot chocolate. Yes, it is different for sure. S'mores hot chocolate is way different. Inside joke there that maybe some people might get. Maybe some people. I'm sorry.
Sorry doesn't cut it every time. Okay?
It happens.
He's got a loose sphincter.
No.
We don't talk about sphincters on this channel.
Yeah, we do, I guess, sometimes. But the s'mores hot chocolate was really good. And then we added the tea and the shot of Jack to that. And that spiced it up nicely for a nice warm drink.
You had two Earl Grey
I had two
teas, right?
Earl Grey teas. Yes, they were the same, but two teas in there. I think it might have been okay with just the one. The two made it, it was pretty strong, but it really kicked it up. So it depends. You can go one tea bag or two. I'm going to leave that optional. I think it'll taste good either way.
And we let the tea bag sit for a long time.
We did, which
and
you don't
Earl
necessarily
Grey
have to.
Can get quite strong if you
Yeah,
let it
that
steep
is
too
a
long.
pretty strong tea. So, and then the shot of Jack on top of that, mixed it all up with the candy cane, And what candy cane did I have again? Was it the
I
same as
think it
yours?
was either bubblegum or
I
cotton
think it was
candy.
bubble gum or
It was
something.
bubblegum and cotton candy. One of
Yeah,
the two.
and see, I am
Which would make sense because it
personally
would go
not. I'm not
marshmallowy.
the biggest candy cane
But
guy.
see,
I'm not like a huge candy cane eater.
you missed the point.
It adds flavor.
Well, you stir it, and then it it breaks.
Yeah.
So because it's getting soft, your candy cane's going to break.
Yeah.
And then you just let it sit in the bottom of your hot chocolate because you're not supposed to inhale it.
Which I did, and I did pretty good.
You did pretty good. And then it melts in the hot chocolate. So then you don't have to chew the candy cane, but you're getting the candy cane flavor.
Oh, okay.
So it probably would have upped your marshmallow flavor in your hot chocolate.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. And speaking of marshmallow, you probably could have also added more marshmallows into these hot chocolates to make them. If you didn't go with the whipped cream, the marshmallows probably would have kicked them up to a pretty sweet level, I must say.
Yeah.
A little marshmallow on there, that would have probably made it a little bit, just topped it off with a few schmellows to make it kind of right in that Christmas pocket, I must say. But they were pretty good.
Yep.
And, it was neat to kind of create a new kind of version of the hot chocolate that was on top of another one with adding that special shot of Jack in there, which made it delicious, I must say. I thought it was great.
It was not.
And I'm a huge fan of warm drinks when the temperature gets a little bit colder. I am a warm drink connoisseur. Warm drinkosaurus.
Warm drinkosaurus.
I love a good warm drink in my life.
And whiskeys and bourbons are wonderful to use in warm drinks because whiskey and bourbon warm you up to begin with.
They do, yeah. They have that nice little kick in there. A nice little spicy spice. Yeah, totally.
So, nice for this time of year.
Totally.
Even though it's warm. We got rain.
We might have a green Christmas this year.
We're going to have unless it shits snow tonight.
Yes, which I don't think
it's not supposed to. It's supposed to rain all night.
So it's like 97% green right now. There's a little bit of snow in like a couple bank areas, but this is going to be a green Christmas. I don't remember the last green Christmas. Do you remember the last green Christmas?
Years ago.
The last green Christmas, I don't know. I personally, it's been at least 10 plus years, I think, since I've lived through a green Christmas here. Because we always have snow here. So for it to be a green Christmas here... I don't think
we've ever had a green Christmas in this house.
No, that's what I'm saying. So this is going to be a first.
Yeah.
So very non-snowy year this year for us up here. And it's just what it is. I mean, I don't know. It snowed a little bit. Snow went away. But it looks like we're shaping up to be green up here this year. So the snow globe, maybe maybe if I give this a little shake and
dropped my snow globe.
Try not to break anything. No, I have it right here. That was a little tea light.
You have such big hands.
I know. That's why I didn't drop it.
Why did you drop it?
That's why I didn't drop it. Maybe I'm just saying. Maybe if I give it a little shake, we'll get a little snow coming in here. I'm gonna throw a little bit of a shake on the tree and see what happens. I don't know. It could be some sort of mystical shake or something. I don't know if that probably might do anything, but I don't know. I'll try that out.
Me being the little artist person that I am, sometimes I buy random stuff from craft stores because I like to use random things in my artwork sometimes.
Arts and crafty stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a couple of years ago, I bought a jar of that craft fake snow because it was floofy.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it looked floofy.
Yeah.
And then I tried to sprinkle it in the tree last year, which I didn't tell you about. Because I thought it would look nice.
Sure, just some fake snow. Right? You were just going to throw it in.
Yeah, I kind of I was
trying to throw fake snow.
I was trying to sprinkle it so that would sit on the leaves. Yeah, great. And it didn't. It just fell to the floor.
Oh, it didn't stick on the leaves or anything?
It did nothing. And I'm like, this is crap. So I put it back in the closet.
So you swept it all up? I didn't even know what happened.
Nope. It was gone.
That's hilarious.
Cleaned up my mess. No one knows it happened.
That's hilarious.
So this year, when I went to make Christmas ornaments for my friends, I'm like, I'll bust out the fake snow again.
Yeah.
But I looked really closely at it because for some reason this year I've been all about just...
Fake snow?
No, just really observing things.
Oh, I thought you developed some sort of obsession for fake snow or something
No,
like that. I'm like, you
no,
just developed this thing for fake snow, and now you're just like, that
no.
sounds like you.
It kind of does, but no. So I'm looking at this fake snow, and I'm like, holy fuck, this is just pieces of plastic ripped. Like, it's like,
Shredded plastic.
you know, all the plastic bags that we used to use at grocery stores?
Hmm.
That's where they went into fake snow.
The plastic bags have become fake snow, is what
Yeah,
you're trying to say.
yeah.
So instead of plastic bags, we now have plastic fake snow. And does it work? Did it work?
No,
Doesn't work either.
no, it looks like garbage.
Oh,
It looks
man.
okay if it's a lot clumped together.
Okay, okay,
But if
okay.
you're trying to go for like a snowflake sprinkle
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
moment situation, no.
I know what works good for that.
Cocaine?
No,
Okay.
no, 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 no. You know what works good for fake snow is if you take styrofoam and you smush it up to the smushiest amounts that you
I
can
hate
smush
that
it.
sound.
And you take the white and you just smush it up, and then you can throw it, and the styrofoam just
That's
sprinkles
true.
nicely.
Styrofoam does.
Styrofoam makes great fake snow.
But
So
you
if you're
have to make
if you're
it-
looking for fake snow and you have some styrofoam around, you could just crumple up the styrofoam and throw it, and then it falls nice and slowly. You can make it into different size chunks, and then the styrofoam actually does make really good, decent fake snow.
That's
If
true.
you're just looking for a sprinkle of stuff, styrofoam can fill in, and especially if you're into creative projects, or you're looking at doing something creative and you're like need some good snow maybe for an effect in a video or something, you're filming something tight enough. I wouldn't use it on a large scale,
Right.
but for small scale things, especially if you're just maybe trying to create a small scale effect or a small scale something, styrofoam can do the trick, and it falls slow enough and it looks like snowy enough for it to be fake snow. So I would say that you could use styrofoam for that.
Cool.
But the plastic, maybe not so much. It didn't really look good. No, but the styrofoam works. The styrofoam does work if you're going for the fake snow
Yeah.
vibe.
Like
you
I
can
said,
get
if
the
you want
styrofoam.
like a heavy glob of fake snow,
Yeah.
like I think if you took like a handful of it and put it in one of those round Christmas ornaments, I think it would look beautiful.
Oh, nice.
But sprinkling it doesn't work, which is what
okay.
I was going for.
Okay. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you have a most memorable? That was a good one. That was a good one. I started speaking as soon as you let that out. Oh, I got nothing. I got nothing. Do you have a most memorable Christmas gift that you got at some point in time that was the most memorable thing for you that really sealed in a Christmas that was like, this gift is awesome, and you just like
Okay.
had a thing that you just remember that thing for the rest of your life?
I
Like,
do. I do. It's a set of things though. Does this count?
sure, yeah.
Okay,
sure.
so I got my story because I like stories. So
I love stories.
this one particular Christmas. I don't know how old I was.
Okay.
Young enough, probably.
Old enough to party?
Nope,
Oh, not old enough to party.
not old enough to party.
Okay.
I looked old enough to party though because I was a tall kid.
Fair,
But
fair,
I was I want to say maybe 10.
Okay. Okay.
So I loved Sailor Moon. I had posters, I had puzzles, my whole bed set was Sailor Moon. Like
Cool.
I was obsessed.
Nice.
I thought I was Sailor Moon sent from another
Okay.
planet.
Okay.
So they came out, I don't remember what brand it was, but they came out with a set of dolls.
Okay.
And these dolls were so nice. Like they
Yeah.
were just different.
Okay.
And I was obsessed. And I'm like, if I only get one thing for Christmas, I want this set of dolls. So come Christmas time, you can tell from the shape of the box, right?
Sure, sure.
So I'm opening them and I'm like, yeah, we got Sailor Venus and Mars
Okay.
and Mercury. I open them all and there's no Sailor Moon. Who?
I'm just gonna do this one more time.
Exactly. The John Travolta moment. So I kind of got upset. I turned into a bratty kid. And I was like, what the fuck? Well, I didn't say fuck. But, like, I was like, where's Sailor Moon? And I was told, I forget by who, they were like, oh, like, they didn't have her. Like, they were all sold out. Da, da, da. So then we opened all the presents. Everybody opened all the presents,
Yeah,
and I was bummed. I was heartbroken.
Okay.
And then someone said that they had to go do something, and then came back with another box. I was like, oh, I found this. And it was the Sailor Moon doll. So they left it right to the end because they knew that was the one I was excited for.
Oh, so they had it the whole time.
They had it the whole fucking
But they
time.
messed with your 10-year-old self.
Right?
You're freaking 10 years
See,
old.
this is why I have the problems I have as an adult. Don't do that.
Don't mess with 10-year-olds.
If your 10-year-old wants something really bad and you get it for them, don't fuck with them. They'll be traumatized.
Little 10-year-olds like,
I was so upset. And I played with those dolls. Oh, I played with them for years.
Nice.
Like, I was playing
so
with
it
those
turned out
dolls
to be
forever.
a good memory that
Yes.
adults just messed with you.
Yes.
They messed with you.
They
Those
did.
damn adults
They
and just
did.
messing with your
I
10-year-old
wish I still
self.
had those dolls.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were nice, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
they
cool.
were really nice dolls.
So they just got lost in the shuffle
Yeah.
over the
Well,
years.
my grandmother had a moment at one point.
Maybe we won't get
and
into that too much.
It was a moment.
It was a moment.
Needless to
It was a
say,
moment.
the dolls are no longer with us.
Fair.
think. So yes,
You had a bit of a moment. The dolls aren't here anymore. They would have been cool to
I wish
follow
I
you
did.
all around. Yeah.
I wish I did.
I think, a few people, I have a few things that I wish I still had for sure. I think my top thing that I had that I wish I still had today would be my Pogs collection.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I wish I
it's
had
a
my
weird
Pogs, too.
small thing. It's a weird small thing, but I think about it a lot.
Pogs were cool.
Pogs were cool, and
I know we've talked about that.
I know,
before.
maybe, but I had
Yeah.
a crazy big collection of Pogs, and then I used to get more, some for Christmas, different times, and then I think I gave them away, or I don't know exactly what happened to them, but I don't have them anymore. One of those things that, to look back on all of them, I'm sure each one would have had a bit of an individual memory, because I did remember the moments where I got different ones.
Me too.
Stories of trading other people,
Stealing from the dollar store.
no. Nuh-uh, that's bad.
I was traumatized.
That's bad. You blame it on trauma.
Blame
it on the trauma. But trading them with people, my Pogs collection, man, I used to have a good one.
And when you would get a
but
special slammer.
gone. I don't know where they went.
I don't know where I had like.
I used to have a lot, but
Yeah, me too. And same thing.
not too many anymore.
I don't know.
How many slammers did you used to have? Did you used to have a lot of slammers?
I had a few. I wouldn't say I had a lot.
Okay, a few slammers.
I'd say maybe 5.
5 slammers.
Yeah.
That's pretty average. I think I had like 10 to 20. I had a lot.
Wow.
I had a lot because I had plastic ones. I had the metal ones.
The metal ones were boss. If you had a metal one, you dominated. Like,
I don't think. Yeah, the metal ones were good because they were heavier. I think some people wouldn't let you use the metal ones at one point because they were just too
those
good.
people were bitches.
They were just too good.
They were
or
jelly.
something. Oh, maybe.
They were jelly.
Maybe.
Should we explain what pogs are?
No, everybody knows what pogs are.
No, man. Not
Everybody
everyone.
knows what pogs
Well,
are.
if you're
How
like,
do you not know what
well,
pogs
if
are?
you're our age, you probably know what pogs are. But I bet you people who are like 25 don't know what pogs are.
Yeah, they know what pogs
Okay.
are.
Well, I'll explain pogs. So pogs were essentially things that were, would you say like what, this big? About that big?
Yeah,
Give or
but,
take.
maybe the same size as like this.
Yeah, about maybe
Or
a
like
bit
this big?
smaller or around that.
Well, like that big.
And
that.
they were, all the pogs were cardboard, right?
Yes. I
Right?
never
I
saw
don't
any
think there was
pogs that weren't.
anything-
I never saw any pogs that weren't cardboard.
No,
they
so
were all
they-
cardboard with unique prints on
Yes, with like, and you could get themed ones.
them. Themed pogs, pog
Um,
packs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some with like different illustrations on them, or if you wanted, like, I had fucking a gazillion Lion King ones.
You had Lion King pogs. Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah,
the
I
ones that
loved
would
them.
move,
Yeah,
like when you
the
looked at them, the holographic
ones,
pogs.
or the lenticular.
Yeah, holographic pogs
they
were
were
the
so
crazy
good.
coolest. Yeah, those
So,
were great.
yeah, I had a ton of
Those were
Lion
great.
King ones. I had some Rat
Sure.
Pink ones.
Did you?
I did. I had Rat
Nice.
Pink.
That's super cool.
So you would stack these cardboard circles on top of each other, and you'd build your stack. I don't remember. There was a certain amount.
You could
I think it was like whatever you were betting.
You could go
right?
1-on-1 or 2-on-2 or
Yes,
3-on-3.
It's like a bet. It's like alleys.
I remember a lot of times if one person knew they were a bit better or more skilled, which at Pogs it was hard to say anybody was better, but some people have better techniques.
Yeah, some people.
Some people would say like I'll go 4 to your 2 or something like that, or I'll go 6 to your 2.
Because the whole point.
It was like it was just a kind of thing.
Yeah, and this is what we're talking about when you say slammers.
Yeah.
So the slammers would be like a hard plastic or a metal.
Yeah.
And they would have different things engraved into them. They were like embossed.
Mm-hmm.
And you would use those to hit the stack.
Those would be the stack pogs. So you'd smash the pogs, then they'd flip.
Yeah, then they flip. Because the object of it is to flip as many pogs as you can.
To win the game.
To win the game.
Yeah, you're flipping the pogs.
Yeah, so, and then you would take whichever pogs you ended up flipping, and those were the pogs that you would win.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And this was like bloody battles happened over pogs.
Yeah, for sure. It was some vicious moments, some tall stacks. Did you ever get a stack like?
I hated the tall stacks.
I did some
I finally just like.
I think I did some like 10 to 15 on 10 to 15s, and the stacks were like pretty tall, and then you'd hit them, and then they'd all fly. But there were some times where if the person hit it good enough, the whole stack would just go like this, and then all the pogs would flip at once. I seen it happen in like a 20 stack.
Really?
Where a guy would hit it, and they would all just flip perfectly. The stack would bounce, and then it would like land.
I've seen them just kind of like fall over and domino, but they wouldn't flip. They just...
Oh, yeah. I've seen some stacks where the person hit it, like a 20 stack, and then they would smash it, and then all the pogs would flip, and then they would be showing upright. And, like, the person would win it in one hit because it was a one-hit pog. Mm-hmm. And then after that, once you flipped all the pogs, you won them. So it was like, I win. And then the other person would just be like, But that was pogs in essence. It was just like sometimes it was a one-shot deal. A lot of times, but then a lot of times you'd get down to 2 or 3 and it'd be the opposite. You just couldn't flip them. It was like you'd keep trying and you'd break a slammer or you'd break a whatever trying to flip the pogs. Remember those battles?
I do.
Did you have the plastic ones with the finger grips? Did you ever have those ones?
No.
You never had the plastic slammer with the finger grips behind?
No.
Ooh, maybe that's like why I had this green one, and I vividly remember this one because it was my absolute favorite. So it was a plastic slammer, obviously thicker, right? But it had the indents for your fingers in the back.
Oh.
So when you put your fingers in it, you were always like perfectly able to turn it because it wouldn't slip out of your hand because it had the finger indents. So you go like this, and then I would just go like that, and I would slam it down, and it would feel like I'd be able to do the same thing every time.
I'd throw it like this, like on its side.
You were a sideways hitter? You were one of those sideways kids?
Try and hit the edge.
You were a sideways kid?
Of course I was a sideways kid. Come
on now. I was a straight up and down, double finger smasher.
No, you get flops.
No, I was pretty good at it.
Were you?
Yeah, I was pretty good at it. I didn't like the sideways hits. They never panned out for me. I don't know. I was just more of a dead-on like hit.
Maybe it's because you had the finger grips.
Yeah, that's probably why. I had the finger grip pog slammer, and then I would flip it and smash it, and then it would flip over, and then it was just super fun to do it that way.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Did you get pogs for Christmas?
What?
Did you get?
I did at one point when I was younger. Yeah? I do remember getting some. Yeah, my cool parents would have.
So what's your favorite Christmas present memory then?
Not because I just saw this picture, but because reality of getting this stuff was really fun to play with immediately. But the Nerf stuff was super cool. And yeah, I did just have a refresher by looking at some pictures of when I was younger. But I think playing with some of those Nerf throwing dart things, those things are fun, man. You can have a lot of fun with the Nerf throwing dart stuff. And we used to play a game where one person would go at the bottom of the stairs, the other person would be at the top of the stairs, and then one person would try to be like a goalie, and then the other person would shoot the Nerf guns. Painful. The other person would shoot the Nerf guns, and then the one person would be like a goalie and try to like save the Nerf darts and stuff like that. So we played like Nerf hockey basically. It was really fun. It was really fun.
The darts with like the little wings on the back. I think they were yellow and they had like little blue tail things.
Yeah. But that was more in like the bow and arrow thing.
Evil.
Do you remember the bow and arrow one where it was
I never used it, but I remember seeing commercials for it.
Because those ones were bigger. Those ones were
like they were evil.
Yeah, the yellow ones were almost as big as like it was like a chocolate bar size almost.
You could get welts from those things.
You could. They would smoke you hard for sure. But getting the Nerf stuff, I think just for funness of being able to throw Nerf stuff around right away was probably to me some of the coolest stuff. Like
Never got a lot of Nerf stuff.
I loved the Nerf guns, the Nerf stuff. And when me and my cousins got different things and we had like Nerf battles, it was a good time. It was just
I
great.
can see that.
I remember doing that and having so much fun with
That's
this
fun.
Nerf stuff. So, aside from that though, a lot of cool Christmas memories. Definitely, getting and giving and receiving different things. But the Nerf stuff to me always kept in the pocket because you could just have so much fun with it like right away. That's what I loved about that.
That's cool.
The simplicity of just popping it out, throwing some things in, and you're throwing Nerf stuff at each other was like, I thought it was really fun. Anyways, super cool shit.
My funniest gift giving memory was, and again, I don't remember how old I was. I was young.
Yeah.
But I got my dad this Goosebumps keychain.
Cool.
So
cool.
I don't know if you remember. I don't remember what it's called. Monster something, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But on the cover of the book, there's this big ass hamster in a cage, and there's like a bunch of green goo around the hamster. Do you remember this?
Oh no.
That's okay. Anyway,
No.
you got the visual. So this keychain was like a rubber ball, and
Okay.
it had the little hamster face in the middle, which is all like gnarly.
Was this a popular thing? Because you asked me if I remembered it. So
Well, a lot of people know of Goosebumps. So
Okay. Well, yeah, I remember.
it's
I
a
know
popular
Goosebumps.
book.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I know you were more into the show as opposed to
Fair.
the books, right?
Yeah. For the most part. Yeah.
So, but in any event, so the hamster's face is like old gnarly and monstery looking.
Mm-hmm.
And then inside of the ball with the monster hamster was like this oozy green slime,
Okay.
Ness?
Okay. Yeah.
and you would like squish it, and like it would make these sounds, and like the ooze would like move through this ball. And like the hamster would move around. Sometimes you'd see its face, and then sometimes it would get covered by the ooze.
Oh, nice.
And me being the little weirdo, I'm like, this is cool shit. Oh, my dad has a lot of keys. 'Cause
Yeah.
For whatever reason, this man had a shit ton of keys.
He was a key guy.
He was a key
He
guy.
always had locks
Well,
on
he
something.
had multiple vehicles. And
Multiple locks, different shed
He did
stuff,
security for
whatever.
a long time.
Yeah.
So he just had a shit ton of keys.
He was one of those key people.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, this would be great. I'm going to get him this keychain.
Sure, yeah.
I was so excited to give him this keychain. And I just remember him looking at it and like kind of doing one of these, like just kind of like, and he was like, that's nice, babe.
Oh.
Thank you. I don't think he ever used it.
Oh, so you thought it would be like this cool, weird gift or
Because
whatever?
I thought it was cool because it was creepy. But
Fair,
my grandfather was not
He
a creepy
didn't
human.
want to have that with him all the
He
time.
didn't like the ooze. I
Oh,
don't think.
okay, yeah.
So-
And if your aesthetic isn't into creepy
He
things,
was
then I
not-
can get
no,
that.
he was like
You have to be kind
a
of
plaid
into
blue jeans, ball cap kind of man.
That's cool.
So-
That's cool. So if you're not into the creepy accessories, into the creepy stuff,
Yeah.
it's a little hard for you to warm up to maybe that as a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
that
I
makes
didn't,
sense.
I was a child. Like, to me,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I think this is cool, so everyone else in the world is going to think this is cool.
Totally.
No, it's just a weirdo.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I gave my parents some cool stuff over the years. I remember, that chandelier
I was
that's
gonna
in their
say,
house?
The
You remember that
chandelier.
one? That one was really cool.
Like,
I put a
didn't-
lot of thought into that.
I didn't know that was a gift for a long
Yeah,
time. I don't remember
yeah.
who ended up telling me that.
Yeah. I remember that
Nice.
when I found that. I put a lot of thought into, this thing that represents them. And it's a chandelier and it has lights on
beautiful.
it.
It's
And
still
it's
up in
really
their
nice.
house.
Well, they took it when they moved and then they put it into the other place. So it's like it's still there. But that was a gift from a long time ago. And I still remember that one as being, something cool that I was able to find and be like, yo,
It's very
this is
unique.
This is sweet. Like, it's nice, It is unique.
Like, at
It's
first,
super unique.
like, when you look at it, it kind of just looks like your regular old chandelier.
Yeah.
But then you see, like, the two little, I think they're parrots or something,
Yeah,
right?
they are actually.
They're
Yeah, little
some type of
birds.
tropical
They're little
bird.
tropical birds.
But they're done really well.
They are, yeah,
Like,
exactly.
they're done in, like,
Yeah.
natural tones.
They look very
Beautiful.
realistic.
Yeah. I really like that chandelier.
Yeah, I think think like obviously there's many different things, but that one seems to just jump out at obviously you too.
Yep.
It was just something cool that was a little bit different.
And
I'm
it's
like,
the first thing you see now when you walk into the house.
to their place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like boom, there's that thing that I got from many years ago
It's cool.
that followed them around, and now it's there. You know what I mean? So I think that's a kind of a cool one that I have as a memory of giving something cool that I really enjoyed, and it adds a nice refresh to any space. Really, it's like a cool. Like changing your lights around. Like you say, you love lighting a lot.
Lighting.
I love lighting a lot. I don't think people put enough emphasis in how important lighting is, because like the lighting around you and the things that light up
affects
your
your
space. Yeah, and if you don't like it, then it's just like change that nipple light, man. It's been there since the 90s.
Damn those titty lights.
When did titty lights get so popular?
I think that's an 80s
Is that
thing.
an 80s thing?
I think it's an 80s thing.
There was just this 80s rise of
fucking
titty
hate those
lights,
titty
and
lights.
everybody got titty lights in their
Hate the
ceilings.
titty lights.
And it's like, replace that titty light, man.
Ugh.
Like, I know you might not look looking at it once in a while, but it's probably not
Well,
your favorite.
I think it's because you don't realize how much of a role
It plays.
It plays.
You're around lights.
until you change it.
Yeah, you're around lights all the time, and if you don't have one that you don't love your light, it sounds silly, but it's not. It's like
not.
it's a huge thing.
Yeah.
It'll affect you for
Yep.
sure. And I think like as you customize stuff, customize your space, customize your life, live it the way you want to within the things that you enjoy. That becomes a huge thing. Is just lighting and lights and what you do with your room or kitchen or whatever you do. It's so important to hook yourself up with the things that you enjoy doing, right?
Do you have an embarrassing or like just one of those family Christmas stories, like where
yeah.
Uncle Jim ends up passed out, drunk, drooling on himself
Yeah.
into the tree.
Oh, yeah.
Or
No,
you did that.
I don't really have. Yeah, that's actually a good question though, because you'd think I could dig up something, in my lifespan.
I mean, I have one.
But-
I would imagine that you would too.
I actually don't really have anything that's super embarrassing. I mean, I've had some great parties with family, of course, but I've never really done anything. Oh, maybe this is going to be the year now that I do something completely embarrassing.
Oh dear.
I'm going to try not to. But so far, I've been pretty good.
All right.
I'm not
Just
the
me?
type of person that gets embarrassed by doing things a lot
Me
either.
neither, though.
So
but
it's
this
like,
one,
but I
This one.
don't have anything that stands out to me around the Christmas time that I got a little too festive doing
I got too
that I'm
festive.
embarrassed
No,
about.
it
So
was the
I don't
opposite,
know. I'm
actually.
not too sure.
So
I'm pretty good. I don't really have I know I wish I could find one, but I don't.
All right,
I don't
so
have anything
I have
too
one.
crazy. Go for it. You tell
Okay.
yours.
So,
What's your embarrassing Christmas tale?
Okay, so Christmas time is a time of year where we are often forced to mingle with people that we would not mingle with at any other point during the year, which is something that irritates the shit out of me. But anyway, that's the thing. So, with my grandmother still alive, I felt obligated to visit her on Christmas. And it was always horrible. Like, we always got into some sort of argument over something.
It was just a lot of arguing.
It was just
maybe not the best.
bad. It was just bad.
But you guys would butt heads a lot.
Whew, it was bad.
You guys would butt heads a lot.
Yeah. So this one particular Christmas was like top of the line bad because not only did I get into an argument with this woman, I walked out of her apartment.
Oh yeah, you just couldn't be there anymore.
I couldn't.
It was just
I
getting too
would've killed
heated.
her.
It would have just. It
So
was just
I
getting too
left.
heated. Yeah.
And then my friend's mom was supposed to come pick me up when I was ready. So I don't remember. I must have had a cell phone at that point. So I called her somehow and said that I was ready to go. And
There was probably a phone in the apartment too.
maybe. No, but I had left
The
her
lobby,
apartment.
in the
maybe
lobby.
in the lobby.
There's usually a lobby phone.
So when I called her, she was like, "Oh, we've been drinking wine. I can't come pick you up anymore."
Oh no!
It's snowstorming.
Oh no.
And I don't remember. I don't know if you recall the distance between those apartments where my grandmother lived and where Mel's parents live.
No.
It's a pretty fair distance. And I'm from a small town where
No, I don't remember the exact distance.
the sidewalks,
but I know that the houses are further away from where the apartment complexes
It was
are.
quite a
but
ways.
I can't picture the exact
It
distance.
was quite a ways. It was probably like a good hour walk.
Well, yeah.
And
That's a good hike.
the plows weren't out because A, small town, B, Christmas.
Yeah.
So I had to walk back. So this is going to sound like an old person tale, but walk back about an hour, probably more than that, because it was a fucking snowstorm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And the sidewalks weren't plowed.
Sidewalks are crap.
And I was angry.
Yeah.
And I was miserable.
Yeah.
And so by the time I got back to my friend's place where I was staying, because goddamn, I could not stay with my grandmother. I was just like, I need to get shit-faced, blackout drunk because I am a miserable mess.
Oh,
so
wow. Okay.
It started with me doing the normal thing where you're sharing whiskey with your friend's dad, because that's what I do. I'm a whiskey drinker.
Yeah, sure.
And somehow or other, through the course of Newfie drinking. If you don't know Newfies,
if you've never been there, it's a good time.
It's
Newfie drinking, it'll get you fired up.
Yes, it will.
You'll probably there'll be a guitar coming out at some point.
Yes.
At some point.
And excessive amounts of alcohol.
And a guitar coming out at some point.
Multiples.
Maybe 2 guitars. Sometimes, you don't even know where these guitars come from. They just have them.
Some instruments that you've probably never seen.
It feels like they pulled them out of the fridge or something.
Pretty much.
It's like...
So, we started to run out of booze. And I remember... because they kept all the booze on the counter for Christmas. It was just like you would go into the kitchen, grab whatever the fuck you wanted, come back to the table, and continue singing songs.
Totally.
So I go into the kitchen, and I'm like, oh, there's no whiskey left. There's some gross wine that's not wine. Blah. So I find this thing called Tia Maria. And at the time, I had no idea what the fuck this was.
Sure.
So I look at it, and I'm like, it says it's some sort of orange something. So I'm like, okay, what do I have to mix this with? Oh, I have Coke. Now keep in mind, I've been drinking whiskey and beer. Mm-hmm. So I take the Tia Maria, which is like a coffee sort of... it's something you're supposed to put in your coffee.
Sure.
And mix it with Coca-Cola. And decide this would be a good idea after already finishing half a bottle of whiskey plus beers.
Oh.
So I'm sitting there, and at one point my friend's dad kind of looks at me and he's like, you know, I think maybe like you should go to the bathroom or something. I guess I started pulling a whitey or something.
Oh no.
And I remember looking at him and being like, yeah, okay. So you had there was no bathroom at that time on their main floor.
Sure,
you either had to walk down the stairs or up the stairs.
Okay.
So I was closer to the upstairs.
Okay.
So I stumble away towards the stairs, and as soon as I get up, the spins start happening.
Ooh, got a little dizzy. Whoa.
And things started to come up.
Oh, no.
So I go to put my hand over my mouth, and the classic spray happens. I vomited all the way up the stairs across the wall.
You projectiled.
I projectiled all the way up my friend's stairs. That? I don't know. This keeps going. This isn't the end.
That's impressive.
Okay? So all the way up the fucking stairs. And I am a person where if I'm vomiting, I don't want anyone near me. Like, just pretend it's not happening.
Just go away.
Drunk Newfies around Christmas, this does not happen. They don't leave you alone.
They're in your grill.
So, obviously, people heard me puking up the stairs.
Yeah.
And then I hear this explosion of laughter as I am vomiting in this toilet. And I locked the door behind me because I know these people. I grew up with them.
Yeah.
So I hear footsteps coming up the stairs, and then I hear her brother like shitting his pants laughing, being like, "Did she just puke all over the stairs? Is she puking in the bathroom?" And he's busting a gut laughing, and everyone's laughing, and someone knocks on the door. And I'm like, I'm fine, just leave me alone. And so everyone goes
Oh,
downstairs
man.
and continues their party.
Wild.
And I'm just like full on laying on the fucking toilet.
Oh, yeah.
Then me and my
telling people that you're fine. Yeah, I'm
I
good,
was
everyone.
not fine.
Doing good, everyone.
So, I'm like, okay, I'm like full of puke. It's so nasty. And I'm like, okay, I need a bath. So, take off my clothes,
Oh my
turn
God.
the bath on, and like crawl into the bathtub.
Oh
they
my
have one of
God.
those sliding
Yeah.
doors.
Sure, yeah.
That's on top of the bathtub.
The bathtub, yeah, the bathtubs with the sliding
Yeah,
doors.
the
That was like a
bathtubs with the
90s
sliding- yeah.
thing. Those
So
got
they-
installed in the 90s.
They had one of those.
Those bathtubs with the sliding doors were so 90s.
And
It's
so
crazy.
I'm like laying in the bathtub and I'm resting my head on the bathtub ledge.
Yeah.
And I passed out. I fell
Oh.
asleep. And then I woke up and the water was like at
Oh,
my chin
no.
level.
Oh, no.
Because they didn't have a draining, like one of those drain hole thingies.
Was it going over the bathtub?
It was almost over the bathtub.
So you kind of were half, like, about ready to fall asleep.
No, I was asleep.
Yeah, but it fills up quick enough, though, so that must have happened within a couple minutes.
The bathtub wasn't full when I fell asleep. I turned on the water.
I guess what I'm trying to say is this story happened within a couple minutes.
Probably.
Okay.
Or like maybe at most 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
So
Either way, you woke up enough to
Either
be
way-
like, oh, the water's too full.
yeah, and I was like, oh shit, that's a bad idea.
I need a bath. You just decided that you needed
I
a
was
bath.
so drunk.
And you couldn't stand in the shower, obviously.
No,
so
I
you're
could
like,
not stand.
I'm just going to take
so
a
I
bath.
flopped into the bath.
Nice.
There was like no water when I flopped into it.
Yeah. And then you flicked it on to clean up.
Yeah. And then, so then I wake up and I'm like, oh shit, this is bad. So then I start draining the bathtub, right? And then I flop out of the bathtub.
Oh.
Somehow managed to get the clothes that I was wearing back on my body.
Oh my God.
And I crawled into my friend's room and fell asleep on her floor.
Oh my God.
And I woke up the next morning and I still had puke down my shirt. Like,
Oh
it
no,
was
so
a
you
hot
put on your
mess.
dirty clothes because you didn't
Yeah.
have anything else.
Yeah, it was a hot mess.
No.
And I came down that morning and everyone made fun of me. It was a whole
Oh,
thing. Her poor mom had to clean up my
no.
barf off the
Oh
wall.
God,
Like-
Amanda, what the
It was
heck?
so bad.
You went hard, but it started from a bad moment that you
Never
that you
get
failed
plastered when you're in a
on.
bad mood.
Don't do
Bad
it,
shit happens.
because you're just going down the train tracks to nowhere.
So that is
and
my
you
clusterfuck
end up
story.
with this kind of story.
But man, it's a good story.
That's a pretty hard time, but a good time at the
It's a
end of
funny
the day.
story now.
I mean, looking back on that, I think like maybe during that hour-long walk, you would have been like, man, like I just want to get somewhere and chill. But no, you just wanted to get somewhere and kick it up a notch. So you did.
I did.
You did. You kicked it up a few
I
notches.
really did.
And you kicked it up a few notches and created a strange but yet hilarious memory, because that's
Don't
funny.
mix Tia Marie on Coke.
Ooh!
It turns into an explosion in your stomach.
Oh, that sounds like a bubbly mess.
It must have been curdly. and
Oh,
nasty.
that's why it didn't sit good in your stomach.
Like, I don't remember if it was curdly, but it must have been.
Mm-hmm,
Like, it must have been. That's gross. This is gross.
That sounds like a teenage thing. You were definitely a teenager.
I was
for sure.
probably, I want to say, I don't think I was a teenager. I think I was in my 20s, but like early.
Okay, early
20s.
20s.
Early
Early
20s,
20s.
yeah.
Fair.
If I were to guess.
Okay, I was gonna put you in your teenage years with that wild one, but
No, I don't think so.
early 20s.
Because
Okay.
I wasn't living in LA
Fair.
Lake anymore.
Fair.
So.
But needless to say, you just had to get out of a crappy thing and get fired up. Which, we can all attest to happens
I'm
sometimes.
sure everybody has done this.
I
Maybe
think-
not to that extent.
I
but
think, everybody might have been there at least once or
everybody
twice.
has that moment
Where
where
you just,
you're
you don't
like-
want to be somewhere and then you just got to get
you're like,
fired up.
I'm angry. I don't want to feel anything.
And
don't
I just
want
wanna have a good time.
I just
I want to have a good
fun.
time. Yeah, but maybe not mixing
Don't do
that
that.
kind of thing.
No, be smart
Um,
with your mixes.
Yes, exactly. Go back to what we talked about with the hot chocolate earlier.
Yes, do that.
And maybe stick with that.
Do that.
That is more
But
of a
don't drink a ton
pleasant,
of hot chocolate because you're
pleasant
probably also
experience. Yes, a lot of hot chocolate might not pan out too well.
No.
But that's embarrassing as shit, I must say.
It was a moment.
Listening to you tell that story, I felt embarrassed for you.
And
must
I
say.
don't get embarrassed. I
That's
really don't. I've had my
funny.
pants pulled down in the middle of a highway and I didn't give two
Oh,
shits.
yeah?
So, like for me to say I was embarrassed by something,
Yeah.
it was pretty.
Well, I remember. I see this one time I was at a friend's place around Christmas time, and I don't know if it was on Christmas, but it might have been New Year's or something like that.
Okay.
But I just remember like it was really kind of embarrassing in a way that like yeah, same thing. I was drinking a lot, but like I couldn't like get my footing getting out of the hot tub, so I kept like falling over
Yeah, I remember you
because it
telling
was
me
really
about this.
icy and I was like a few drinks too deep, and I'm trying to like walk to get out of the hot tub, and every time I would take a step, I would fall, and then I remember people on like the deck above, and I'm trying to keep it together as I like got out of this hot tub, and I just remember so like. That was pretty embarrassing because I was trying to like keep it together or whatever, but between the ice and just having too many drinks coming out of the hot tub, I just remember I just kept falling and I was like, "Oh my god, man! Like what the hell?" And then I remember people like from the family just laughing and looking at it. I mean, like I think that I don't know. It was probably closer to New Year's, but a holiday story nonetheless.
Holiday story. It still works.
Just coming out of a hot tub and just you're having a good time. It's like New Year's or whatever, but I just couldn't keep my footing, and every step I took, I just fell over again. And everybody else didn't seem to be having too much of a problem, but I just couldn't like stand up really well, and I just kept falling over coming out of the hot tub. So I remember that, and that's a bit. That was a bit embarrassing because like you just like oh my god. So I remember that story. That's kind of a bit of an embarrassing one around the holiday season. But it is fun to get fired up with family and friends.
If you're
I
gonna
must say.
do it around Christmas.
I must
Anything's
say.
acceptable around Christmas.
I just want, the best joy to come out of Christmas.
Just
Exactly, man. Like too many people forget to just live life. Like just let go and enjoy some days, man, you know.
Just let go.
You got to live while you're living, right? You got to live while you're living. I think that's important. You got to live while you're living. You only get one shot at this wacky thing, and know your limits. Be responsible, but have fun, man. Like literally.
I think that's a good spot.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been babbling for a hot minute.
Yeah, we've definitely chopped up some Christmas stories here today for sure.
Yeah.
That was a new one. I didn't know that embarrassing story of you, though. Thank you for sharing that with me.
It's kind of beautiful. I'm still telling you all these stories after 10,
a while.
11 years.
I know, yeah, and I always catch a new one every now and then.
I
for
got
sure.
I got a few stories in my
That's
pocket.
interesting, yeah. And especially surrounding Christmas and the holiday season, which I think, everybody, maybe has a few that are just
we all
like,
got those moments.
And
Don't lie to yourself.
I'm sure if you ask people, they have stories about me that I maybe just forgot. I don't know.
Probably.
I forgot that one, I guess. You know what I mean? Whoops. It's important to forget sometimes. Sometimes you just got to forget those embarrassing stories, right? It's like, don't really remember that one.
Move on.
You move on, exactly, to bigger and better things, or smaller and simpler things, whatever works. But I think around Christmas time, this year, I want to bust out maybe one of those old board games that we haven't played in a little while. And
The Nightmare Before Christmas Clue?
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe not tonight, but maybe tomorrow.
I do, I think like at this point, I personally do enjoy busting out some old board games that are fun, and just trying to find some classics
Have we
or
tried
discover a new
playing
one.
this in like a darker
Clue?
lighting yet?
Is that the one that lights
This
up
one
in the
glows
dark?
in the dark, yeah.
We haven't done that in the dark yet. We played that one not in the dark, but we haven't played it in the dark yet. So maybe that could be something you do. Could play Clue in the dark or in lower lighting. You obviously need some light to play that. But I'm a fan of board games. I enjoy playing them, and
We gotta play more board games in 2024.
Yeah, there's a lot of board games that I like to sit down and play. So to me, that's definitely something that that's fun and enjoyable and cool to do during the holiday season or not. I just want to do more of that personally. I don't really, give board games as gifts a lot, but I suppose like that makes like a pretty good gift.
I would think so.
Yeah. Would you get if you had to get a board game as a gift, what board game would you like get as a gift for yourself?
if I was buying it for myself, or
No,
if I was
just like
telling someone
if you
what
were
to buy
just
me.
like, I'm gonna get you a board game as a gift.
Like if
What's
you
your
were to get
top?
me a board game.
Yeah, like what's your top board game that you throw in there that you want to kind of get as a gift? Either we don't have, or something that you would find time enjoying playing, like a board game that suits your taste in board games, I suppose.
Okay, I have two.
Shoot, what is it?
Any sort of trivia game.
You like trivia
I
games?
fucking
Love a good trivia
games.
game. Okay. Okay.
And any sort of themed game. I like themes.
Ah, okay.
So
Cool.
I would say like themed monopolies. I love themed
Yeah.
monopolies.
If there's one thing that Monopoly has done super sweet is
theming.
the just branching out into different themes of Monopoly. A few little twists on the classic game, but yet the different versions of Monopoly that you can find have to be super cool, because I do enjoy a nice themed Monopoly
I love
night
themed
myself
Monopoly.
too.
Yep.
Little hot chocolate, a little themed Monopoly night. That's where my life is at these days. Anyways, we're not in our 20s anymore. We only have memories and stories from our 20s now.
Or anything to do
But-
with vampires.
Exactly. So, to me, I have plenty good time just sipping on a hot chocolate while playing some themed Monopoly. I must say, it's a good time.
Good time.
It is a good time. It is a good time. And I do think that, if we got 20 feet of snow, I would probably regret that. So Green Christmas is going to have to do this year, because I gave the thing a shake, but I don't know if that's going to do anything. It might actually rain. I don't know. But hey, we got to make it the best that it is. And Merry Christmas to everyone out there.
Merry Christmas.
Have the best. I think I like saying.
Happy ho ho.
I like saying have the best version of Christmas that you can do for yourself.
I say happy ho ho.
Happy ho ho. Happy ho ho.
Happy ho ho.
And I think the most enjoyable, best version of it is different for many people.
Yep.
So
Find your version.
find your version of happy ho ho and just rock that, whatever it is, because there's like 100 different versions of ho ho.
Happy ho ho.
Happy ho ho, everyone.
Happy ho ho.
May the ho ho hos. May the ho ho hos.